Today we are learning about complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, complementary angles are angles, two or more angles that add up to 90 degrees. Okay, two or more angles that add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two or more angles that add up to 180 degrees. Okay, now in order to remember that, C comes before S in your alphabet and 90 comes before 180 in your number line. Okay, so that is an easy way to remember which one goes with which. Okay, but it's important to recognize when you are reading questions and determining whether or not they're asking for complementary or supplementary angles. Okay. Now, this says give the measure of the angle that is complementary to the given angle. That means it is going to equal 90. So this angle, 50, plus another angle that we don't know is going to equal 90 degrees. And now we just have a one-step equation to solve. I'm going to subtract my 50 on both sides. 50 x equals 40. So the angle that is complementary to 50 is 40. Okay, so 40 degrees is the complementary angle. And you also, sometimes you can draw a little picture there to help you recognize, okay, you're doing complementary angles, these equal 90. Okay, again, you're going to solve this one the exact same way. So some number we don't know plus 29 is going to equal that 90 because, again, we're looking for complementary. Subtract my 29 from both sides, and we are going to get x equals 61 degrees. Okay. You can try these other ones on your own by setting up that one-step equation and solving. Okay. Now, the next examples we're going to look at are supplementary angles. Okay, so supplementary angles, remember, equal 180. Okay, supplementary. All right, so that means we're looking at straight lines here. So I'm looking for this spot right there. Okay, so for this one, again, using the same one-step equation, it's just that our equals is going to be 180 instead of 90. So x plus 140 equals 180 degrees, again, because we're looking for supplementary angles. Okay, so I subtract my 140 from both sides, just like I did for my complementary angles, and I get x equals 40 degrees. So the supplementary angle to 140 is 40. Okay, and then this one here, 106, exactly the same thing. X plus 106 equals 180. Subtract 106 from both sides. X equals 74 degrees. Okay, there are several more that you can try like that. Okay, then we're going to come down and look at some of these that solve using algebra, okay, which is our equations with our variables, just like we did before. So instead of doing one-step equations in algebra, we're doing two or more here. Okay, so write and solve an equation to find the value of x. Now, this shows this little angle here, which means 90 degrees. So 32 plus this x plus 3 equals 90 degrees. So if I write the equation 32 plus x plus 3 equals 90 degrees. Now, before I go solving this equation, I have like terms that I can combine. 32 and 3 are both constants, which means they can combine. So I have 35 plus x equals 90. And now I just have a one-step equation. So I subtract 35 from both sides. X equals 55 degrees. X equals 55 degrees. And then I can do the same thing again right here. So again, I have this little notation here, which indicates to me that it's 90 degrees. So 20 plus 5x equals 90. Okay, subtract 20 from both sides because there's no like terms to combine on this one. 5x equals 70. Okay, now 5 and x is multiplication here. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 5. Divide by 5 on both sides. X equals 14 degrees. Okay, x equals 14 degrees on that one. Okay, there's a couple more that you can try like that. Then we have some here that have got some real world connections. We're going to take a look at this first one up here. And it's sort of difficult to see, so I'm going to blow this up a little bit. But you can see those little pink lines here telling you exactly what we're looking at. So we're looking at the straight line that goes across here. So I have, which is a supplementary angle because we're looking at 180 degrees. So I would have 6x plus 72 equals 180 here. Okay, then I'm going to solve my two-step equation here. So again, because it's on a straight line, I know it's 180 instead of 90. Okay, so I subtract 72 from both sides, and I get 6x equals 108. Okay, and then 108, I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides, and 108 divided by 6, x equals 18 degrees. Okay, x is 18. All right, so some of these have supplementary angles that you can use. Some have complementary angles that you can, oh, actually this one is also supplementary. See those little pink, they fall on the straight line there. Okay, and this one actually does the same. So there's several more supplementary ones that you can try on your own.